What I pick? It's a CFL team. That's what I dudes, bro. It just.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Don, man. Hey, excuse Deuce, Don, man. He ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I mean,
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Posted you on the internet. I mean, what more could I do?
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You deserve it. You deserve all the
Running from the gun with Howard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart.
And you know why I
do on third down?
4 or 5
That's
times
a nice
after
start
that?
for them in
It's
this
because you
one.
banged my brother, so, you know, I had to come.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. At their own 13-yard line.
Yeah. Too bad you couldn't do it, though.
380. 53. Mike.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Bro, I really don't play slow.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
I throw the ball.
Brady now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
53, Linda! 53 the mark. 53, check 53. Sugar. Check 26, check 26.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
You're making this guy up.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional.
Like, who continuously just bangs you?
You get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Okay. Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not going to be ready to play.
So L1 is X to square up, nigga.
And not let them affect you.
Oh,
Look, welcome to class. Class is in session. Maybe you gonna
said if I had to do the same thing, bro.
Yeah, don't That's Deuce.
Deuce, what's the button, bro?
It's
This
a
nigga
first down
cat
and a gain of 10.
All right, bro.
That's his longest run of the
all
first
the
quarter.
theatrical
We
stuff.
talked before the game about using to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter, so that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside, but it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Can you do it with turbo, or you got to go turbo?
Up to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar,
not
the
gonna
intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
Oh, where y'all at? I'm tripping.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Win this one.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Random.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
All day, just like that.
All right, I'll leave you alone now. I don't like seeing you like this. I don't really never see you like this.
And that will be incomplete.
Over the past few
Would have
years.
been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Yep, it's a wrap. And that's really why I really banged you like this.
Well, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
10-30-11, bro.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got the rookie from Oklahoma, Marquise Brown. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, and it's 2nd down.
This heavy thing is just damage to somebody.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Right here.
Come to my work. Rip. We want it.
To throw again. Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Slashers.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
This is where I'm nice. Let's get it. Welcome to Tilted. No build, no break.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Oh, everything. That's exactly what it looked like, too. Knockdown.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Knockdown.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Get your score.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Make it. Yes, sir.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
It's in here.
He's fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Oh, Optimus is here. They got double-barrel shotgun here? Yo.
Wait 10, wait 20. Know your job.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
53.
40. Oh, they on a wrap.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final time.
I can't even get out.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Wait 10, wait 20. Number 53.
It's another one. Golly.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. Give him 5 on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So first down carry now for Miller. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
But don't fall for that.
To throw, it's Brady. He's got his rookie tight end. That's Irv Smith Jr. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And it's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down.
Yeah, you should be pretty good at that right now. You got a lot of anger built up. You know?
To throw again on second down. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Are we going to yield it? Let's get it. No build, all gun game. You just got to worry about the people coming from behind.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still learning.
Dude, it's not that complicated. You can't build in there.
Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
Get a gun, go to work.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now he'll throw with Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they're on the board, trailing now 6-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Oh!
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
It was just spitting faster.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Well, later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. That one goes for 24 yards.
He bouncing. Whoa.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Clement. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He wants it all for the end zone.
I know, everybody else landed together except for us.
Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not?
Cheeseburger. Dudes, you can't do that.
Not a penalty. Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Where y'all at? We just thought we were together.
And the officials are instructed.
Where
if there's
you
contact
at?
coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Oh!
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
I was banging him before
to 6 now. It's 9-3. These kickers now used to be a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
That's fielded in the end zone. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Damian Ratley, 105 yards. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT.
Dudes, give Don one of the minis.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And that one will give him the lead here as we approach halftime.
Y'all dumb and dumber about to die in here, too. Yeah.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Yep. No problem.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Yes, sir. What's your game? Are you
he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
What's your gamer tag?
Past the 20. And it will not be a return touchdown, as close as he could possibly get. He's finally stopped at the 1.
And, partner, not only is he kicking himself right now, he's going to petition the league for 99-yard fields. That's almost not fair to get it that far and not get into the end zone. Nevertheless, a great return.
They'll run Clement. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. They'll run it here with Blount. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
What is it? Say it again.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
All right, cool.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Uber Eats.
Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Where are you?
Brady now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Boy, this is
and got his man complete. Marvin Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. Marvin Jones, 77 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They'll begin on the ground with Clement. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Where we going? Back? Let's go to the block.
Second down, Clement. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Are we going to
Second
tilt
and
it or
2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement.
Oh, you're mad at me because I beat you in Madden?
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Oh, I suck.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it. Wentz.
Bro, if I'm the first one to die again because I can't get a gun, it's a wrap.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues
we the
to
only
evolve.
ones that landed by each other.
They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends,
just go get me,
because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make
that's low-key fun. Let's go back.
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
You're dead. You're gone, though. You didn't survive.
They're on the 13-yard line.
Wait, set. 53. Check. 53. On the ball.
Brady now on first down. He's going to float this over the middle. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. On first down, Blunt, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look,
why sometimes
we'll step aside.
Why kids sometimes want to just get crossed on purpose?
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
I'll tell my son to get up where he get.
Wins to throw on second down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver
Can we
that has
go
a lot
back?
of
I want to go back,
stature to
bro.
him.
I don't like
But
that.
sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
He fell on
How
purpose,
many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, here's Wentz.
I didn't mark that.
Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Oh, my God.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Check. 53. Here we go.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Oh, he coming.
Let's go now.
Oh. You see how I be doing, people, boy?
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
It's stupid. You can't use a Coley either,
Graham
though.
applied the heat off the edge. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Come on, Regular. Let's go. Alpha.
Here's Brady. Flush to his right. And he's out right at the 25.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
53 check. Hey, Echo. Come on, dude. Regular.
Shotgun now for Brady. That's caught by Treadwell. And he's going to get to the 31 and not for the first down. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's how I know you have no hoop game. You're 5-2 going to the post, bro.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
I'm like, bro, we ain't going until
this is Ingram on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given a little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Wait for
so
me,
now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
And what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking
scheme. But it's probably going to be kind of hard.
The biggest one's maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
We're going to get smacked from every
direction.
But in that case,
that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Wentz going to throw. And an alley to run. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Let's go pick these fools' cars up.
Let's go.
You want me to hop out? Oh yeah, just smash it. Yep, I got you.
Check 53 is mine. Man, I got you. Man, check it,
reload. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive?
Get out.
4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, Jackson. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Son, you about to sit on that. You about to sit on that till about next time you get off, bro. In football. You gonna sit on that
on 1st down, Wentz. Jackson's got it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant,
they put a top
an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yards.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
Who y'all top 5? Who y'all top 5? Who y'all top 5?
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Stephen Weatherly in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I myself to stop watching Khalees.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I was in a relationship. I had to stop.
Wants to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
74, 74.
Back to throw.
Oh, where y'all at?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just.
He's probably going to go down there and reboot him. I'm about to
steps back in the pocket.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Y'all going crazy.
How about this? 4th and long.
And then Deuce, meanwhile, is on the 15th story. Deuce on the 15th story while y'all in the
desperation throw deep. He's got a man complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. He's back to throw.
Get out.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield.
I'd be like, bro,
instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Minnesota, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.